Hello mga kawawmat! Sa video lesson na to, i-discuss natin kung paano mag-add and subtract ng radicals. So our objectives is to differentiate like radicals from unlike radicals and to add and subtract radical expression. So una, kailangan muna natin maging familiarize kung ano yung like radicals saka unlike radicals. Kasi mamaya, kapag nag-add and subtract tayo, meron lang tayong mga expression na dapat pagsamahin kung sila ay like radicals. So ano ba yung like radicals? So ito yung mga halimbawa ng like radicals. So sa mga pinakita ko sa inyo, mapapansin natin na kapag like radical, so meron silang same index and same radicand. So again, pag sinabi nating like radicals, so meron silang pareho sila ng index at pareho sila ng radicand. So like for example ito, so yung index nito is 2, 2 din dito. And then yung radicand natin dito is 3, ganun din dito. So pag ganito po yung expression natin, so therefore ito ay like radicals. Pag sinabi naman nating unlike radicals class, so yan, square root of 2 and square root of 6 ay halimbawa ng unlike radicals. Ganon din ang 4 square root of 2 and 4 square root of 3. Same with cube root of 7x and square root of 7x. And also the square root of 8 and cube root of 8. So itong apat na to ay unlike radicals. So sila yung merong same index. Okay, kagaya nito, same yung index, pero different yung radicands. Yung iba naman, different yung index, so kagaya nito, different yung index, pero pareho yung radicands. So again, dapat mapamiliarize nyo o maging familiar sa inyo yung like radicals saka unlike radicals. Okay, to add and subtract radicals class, so madalas gamitin natin is using the distributive property. So like for example, pag sinimplify natin to, 3 square root of 2 minus 5 square root of 2. So again, since ito ay like radical, so pwede natin pagsamahin. So una natin gagawin class, kunin natin yung numerical coefficient nila since same na so, kunin natin yung numerical coefficient, pagsamahin natin. Okay? So, ito yung numerical coefficient dito sa una, that is 3. Sa pangalawa, negative 5. So, pagsamahin natin at copy lang natin yung radicand nila since parehas naman sila. So, therefore, 3 minus 5, 3 minus 5, that is negative 2. Copy yung radicand natin, square root of 2. So, yung final answer natin, negative 2 square root of 2. Next, meron tayong 2 square root of a minus square root of a plus 3 square root of a. Okay, so same process sa example number 1. Kunin natin yung numerical coefficient. Ngayon, dito sa una, 2 yung numerical coefficient natin. Dito sa pangalawa, wala kayong nakikita. Okay? So kapag ganito, na wala kayong nakikita, ibig sabihin, ang numerical coefficient niyan is 1. So, kapag kinuha na natin at pinagsama yung numerical coefficient, so that is 2 minus 1 plus 3. And then, copy yung radicand natin, yung common radicand sa given natin. So, 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 3, that is 4 square root of a. So, palitan natin to. It should be a. Okay, for example number 3, meron tayong 6 square root of 3a minus 2 square root of a plus square root of 3a plus 5 square root of a. So, pansinin natin class na yung mga radicand natin ay iba-iba. So, pag ganito class, ang pagsasamahin natin, ang i-combine natin dito, yung parehos yung or same yung radicand nila. So, alin yon? So, pagsasamahin natin dito yung 6 square root of 3a. So, itong dalawa, pagsasamahin natin kasi same yung radicand nila. So, ito class, hindi natin sila pwede pagsamahin. Bakit? Magkaiba sila ng radicand. So, ang pwede lang kasama nito ay ito rin. Yung same yung radicand. So, pagsamahin natin. So, that is 6 plus 1, then copy yung radicand natin, and then plus negative 2 plus 5, then copy yung radicand. So again ha, hindi pwede pagsamahin itong dalawang to kasi magkaiba sila ng radicand. Ang pwede lang natin pagsamahin yung pareho yung radicand nila. So therefore, 6 plus 1, that is 7, square root of 3a, and negative 2 plus 5, that is positive 3, square root of a. Okay, another example. So, sa mga ganitong halimbawa class, so pag titingnan natin, same naman yung mga index nito, no? Kaya pwede natin pagsamahin itong tatlo. Okay, same process. Pero after nito class, pwede pa natin kasi to, no? Pwede pa natin yan i-simplify, no? After natin yan makombine, pwede pa natin i-simplify. So, ito yung mga halimbawa na after natin makombine, ma-add, yung sagot doon, pwede pa natin ma-simplify. Okay? So, kagaya nitong example number 4 natin. So, since itong tatlo na to, parehas yung radicand nila, so i-add lang natin yung numerical coefficient nila. And that is, so 1 plus 1 plus 1. And then copy yung radicand. Plus square root of 18. So, hiwala yung square root of 18 kasi hindi natin siya pwede pagsamahin dito kay square root of 8. And that is 3 square root of 8 plus square root of 18. Ngayon class, hindi pa ito yung final answer. Bakit? So, si square root of 8 ay pwede pa natin i-simplify sa kanyang square root of 18. So sa mga nakaraan na video lesson natin, meron tayo dong lesson about dito, no? So, si square root of 8 ay pwede natin i-simplify kasi pwede natin i-factor yung 8 by 4 times 2. Kasi si 4 is a perfect number, no? A perfect squared na itong 4 natin. Kasi pwede natin makuha yung square root ng 4. Ganyan din si 18. So, 18, pwede natin kunin yung factor na yung isa doon ay perfect squared. Kagaya nga nito, 9 times 2. Si 9 times 2 ay equal sa 18. Okay, again class, so ito ay hindi pa yung final answer kasi yung square root of 8 pwede pa natin masimplify at saka si square root of 18 pwede pa natin masimplify. Okay? So, after nito, so paghiwalayin lang natin, kung sanay na kayo, pwede nyo nang i-direct, i-multiply sa square root ni 4. Pero kung hindi pa, pwede nyo paghiwalayin. So 3 square root of 4 times square root of 2 plus square root of 9 times square root of 2. So square root of 4 is 2, so i-multiply natin kay 3. Dito naman, square root of 9, that is 3. Okay. So 3 times 2, that is 6 square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2. So, same yung radicand nila. So, therefore, pwede natin to pagsamahin. So, 6 plus 3, that is 9 square root of 2. So, another example para mabigyan pa kayo, ma-practice kayo sa ganito, no? Yung isi-simplify nyo pa. Okay, sa sa given natin, itong tatlo na to, wala tayong pwedeng pagsamahin kasi magkaiba sila ng radicand. So, ang gagawin natin class, i-simplify natin yung bawat isa. Okay? So, kanina, si square root of 8, na-simplify na as 4 times 2. The square root of 4 times 2. Si square root of 18, that is 9. Square root of 9 times 2. And then minus, yung square root of 32, that is 16 times 2. And then after that, kunin natin yung square root ni 4, that is 2. Bakit naging 2 square root of 2 na lang? Kasi kinuha na natin yung square root ng 4, kaya nilabas na natin. So, maiiwan yung isang factor niya, which is 2 sa loob. Plus, ganun din dito, square root of 9, that is 3, kaya nasa labas na si 3, naiwan yung 2 sa loob. Square root of 16, that is 4, so naiwan yung factor nito sa loob. And then, same na sila ng radicand, so pwede na natin pagsamahin yung mga numerical coefficient nila. So, that is 2 plus 3 minus 4 square root of 2. And 2 plus 3, that is 5. Minus 4, that is 1. So, hindi na natin kailangan ilagay yung 1 na numerical coefficient dito. So, pwedeng hindi nyo na ilagay. No? So, kasi ano na to, understood na to na ang numerical coefficient nito is 1. So, that is the answer, square root of 2. Number 6, meron tayong kasamang exponent. No? Meron the square root of 12a cubed minus the square root of 300a cubed. So, paano gagawin? So, ganun din, isi-simplify natin kasi hindi natin sila pwede pagsamahin, no? Hindi agad natin sila pwede i-minus kasi magkaiba sila ng radical. So, ang pwede natin gawin ay i-simplify muna natin to. Okay? So, hanap tayo ng factor ni 12 na merong perfect squared, yung isang factor. And that is 4. Okay? So, si a cube class, kagaya nung previous video lesson natin na nagsisimplify tayo ng rational expression, no? So, para makuha natin, okay, sa a cube, so i-break natin into a squared saka a. Diba? Ganon. Kasi kung ano yung root dito, kailangan i-break natin yung exponent na pwede i-divide dito. Okay? So, again, so, sinimplify natin yung 12. So, kumuha tayo ng factor ni 12 na yung isa doon ay perfect squared. At ito ngayon, yung 4. No? Kasi 4 times 3, that is 12. And then sa 300, okay, kuha tayo ng factor na merong isang perfect squared and that is 100 times 3. So, same process. Yung a cube niya, so, break natin as a squared times a. Kasi a squared times a, that is a cube. Okay, after that, kunin na natin, pwede natin paghiwalayin, square root of 4a squared times square root of 3a minus square root of 100a squared times square root of 3a. Okay, so square root ng 4 is 2, tapos square root ng a squared, so a. Okay, square root ng a squared, that is a. So, kaya magiging 2a. So, again, saan nanggaling yung 2, that is square root of 4. In-square root natin yung a squared, that is a. So, maiwan yung 3a sa loob. Minus, yung square root ng 100, that is 10. Square root ng a squared, that is a. And then, copy the radicand. So, since same na yung radicand nila, pwede na natin pagsamahin itong coefficient natin sa labas. So, 2a minus 10a, that is negative 8a square root of 3a. Another. So, paano naman kapag yung original radical natin ay merong numerical coefficient? So, kapag mga ganito class, kailangan natin i-multiply, no, yung perfect root, no, para makapag-obtain tayo ng radicand to the coefficient. So, kagaya ng ginawa natin in the previous example, dun sa example number 5 and 6, so, dito sa loob ng radicand natin, yung radicand natin rather ay hindi pare-pareho. So, kailangan natin i-simplify. So, yung concept kanina, gagawin lang natin. So, isi-simplify muna natin ito para magkaroon tayo ng common radicand. Okay? So, kagaya ng 3 square root of 20, si square root of 20 ay pwede natin ilagay as factor ng 4 times 5. Si 24, okay, ilagay natin ang factor na 4 times 6. Basta class, kapag kumukuha kayo ng factor, kapag nagsisimplify na kayo, dapat yung isa doon ay perfect squared. Para kapag kinuha natin yung, let's say, square root niya or cube root niya, ay mailalabas natin sa loob ng radical sign, no? And then yung square root of 180, that is 36 times 5. And then square root of 54, that is 9 times 6. Okay, so since dito, si square root of 4, since 4 is a perfect squared, so makukuha natin. So ano yung square root ng 4? That is 2. So yung square root ng 4, pwede na agad i-multiply kay 3. O kaya, ilagay mo muna 3 times 2, that is square root of 5. And then dito rin, square root ng 4, so nilabas na natin 2 times 2. Again class, kapag ganito, okay, once na let's say meron kang numerical coefficient dito, and then may nilabas ka, halimbawa square root of 4, nilabas mo siya, hindi mo siya i-add kay 3, i-multiply mo po siya, okay? Again, kapag nilabas mo yung square root ng 4 at meron pang number dyan sa labas, hindi mo sila pagsasamahin, no? Hindi mo sila i-plus, i-multiply mo sila. Kagaya nito, 3 times 2. So, ganun din dito. Ang square root ng 4, that is 2. So, i-multiply din kay 2. And square root ng 36, that is 6. So, nilabas na natin. Yung square root ng 9, that is 3. So, maiiwan yung 6 sa loob. So, dito class, simplify nyo muna yung mga coefficient kagaya nito. So, i-multiply nyo muna. So, that will become 6 square root of 5. Negative 2 times 2, that is negative 4 square root of 6 plus 6 square root of 5 minus 3 square root of 6. Saka natin pagsamahin. So, anong pwede natin pagsamahin dito? So, ito yung pwede natin pagsamahin. Okay? Dahil same yung radicand nila at ito rin ay pwede natin pagsamahin. So, 6 plus 6, that is 12 square root of 5 and negative 4 minus 3, that is negative 7 square root of 6. So, this will be the final answer. 12 square root of 5 minus 7 square root of 6. Okay. So, another example, no? Ito medyo matataas na yung ano natin, yung nakalagay sa radicand. So, 2 square root of 200 plus 3 square root of 50 minus 4 square root of 8. So, yung tatlo natin, merong numerical sa labas. So, kailangan natin simplify muna yun sa loob. Ano ang pwede natin simplify sa 200? That is, anong factor ni 200 na pwede natin gamitin? 100 times 2. And then sa 50, 25 times 2. Sa 8, that is 4 times 2. Okay? So, kunin natin yung square root ni 100, that is 10. So, i-multiply natin kay 2. Square root ni 25, that is 5. Multiply kay 3. Square root ni 4, that is 2. I-multiply kay negative 4. So, after nyan, multiply natin si 2 times 10, that is 20, square root of 2. 3 times 5, that is 15, square root of 2. Negative 4 times 2, that is negative 8, square root of 2. Okay? So, since same na sila ng radicand, yung tatlo na to, pwede na natin i-add yung numerical coefficient natin. So, that is 20 plus 15 minus 8. So, 35 minus 8, the answer is 27 square root of 2. Okay? Example number 9. We have 4a square root of 18a plus 3 square root of 98a cube. Okay, so hindi natin pwede agad sila pagsamahin. So, i-simplify, again, isi-simplify natin yung mga radicand natin. So sa 18, pwede natin ilagay is 9 times 2a. Okay? And si 98, pwede natin yan ilagay 49a squared times 2a. So again, kapag kumukuha kayo ng factor, okay, kagani 98. So hanap kayo na yung isa doon ay perfect squared. Okay? So kagaya nito, 49 is a perfect squared. Kasi kapag kinuha natin square root ni 49, the answer is 7. Since may a cube tayo, kagaya ng ginawa natin sa previous example, since ang index natin dito ay 2, so i-break natin into a squared saka a. So ito yung maging factor nila. Para sa a squared, makuha natin yung square root nito. Okay? So after that, kunin natin yung square root ng 9. So ilabas natin. So 4a times 3, square root of 2a. Square root ni 49, that is 7. Square root ni a squared, that is a. Then copy yung radicand natin na 2a. And then multiply 4a times 3, that is 12a. 3 times 7a, that is 21a. So, same naman sila ng radicand. So, therefore, pwede na natin silang pagsamahin. So, 12a times 21a, that is 33a square root of 2a. And last, okay, medyo challenge na tong number 10. Okay, meron tayong square root of 2 plus square root of 1 half. Meron tayong fraction. So, anong unang gagawin? So, ihiwalay muna natin. So, square root of 2 plus square root of 1 over square root of 2. So, dun sa previous lesson natin, yung rationalizing, no, the denominator. So, anong ginagawa? So, i-multiply muna natin ito. Okay? So, i-multiply muna natin yung square root of 1 over square root of 2 sa square root of 2. No? I-rationalize natin yung denominator natin. Okay? So, again, itong square root of 1 over square root of 2 ay i-multiply muna natin. I-rationalize muna natin yung denominator natin para wala tayong radical sign sa denominator. So, ang gagawin natin, mumultiply natin ito kay square root of 2. So, therefore, square root of 1 times square root of 2, that is square root of 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2, that is square root of 4. Ano yung square root ng 4? That is 2. Okay, after nito, apply natin yung LCD natin. So, yung LCD natin dito is 2. Okay, so paano ginagawa yon? Paano kunin ito? Okay, so since ang yung denominator nito, wala tayong nakikita, that is 1, right? So, 2 divide 1, that is 2. 2 times square root of 2, 2 square root of 2. Plus, kasi plus. 2 divide 2, that is 1. 1 times square root of 2, the answer is square root of 2. So, pagsamahin lang natin. So, anong numerical nito? Ang numerical coefficient nito, that is 1. So, therefore, the answer is 3 square root of 2 over 2. Okay. I'll give you another example. Meron tayong square root of 3 minus the square root of 1/3. So, ganun lang din. Copy square root of 3 minus, tapos paghiwalayin natin, square root of 1 over square root of 3. And then, imumultiply natin ito, okay, sa square root of 3. Kailangan natin i-rationalize yung denominator natin para wala tayong radical sign sa denominator. So, square root of 1 times square root of 3, that is square root of 3. And then, square root of 3 times square root of 3, that's square root of 9. Ang square root ng 9 is 3. So, same process, no? Kunin natin LCD. Yung LCD natin dito is 3. So, 3 divide 1, that is 3. Times 3, 3 square root of 3. So, minus, copy the sign. So, 3 divide 3, that is 3. Okay. 3 divide 3, that is 1. Times square root of 3, so square root of 3. So, pwede na natin ito i-subtract. So, 3 minus 1, that is 2 square root of 3 over 3. Okay? So, I hope natutunan nyo how to add and subtract nung radical, no? Kung paano tayo mag-add and subtract ng radical.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button para updated kayo for more video tutorial. This is your guide in learning your math lesson, your Wow Math channel.